Good evening, everyone. Can we all agree that 2020 has been a challenging year? Between the pandemic's impact on our families, our livelihoods, and the world around us, it's been tough. And let's not even mention the recent elections. All of these events have certainly caused strong emotions in all of us, to the point where we may have lost our temper with loved ones, friends, and even strangers. As a society, we continue to focus on self-improvement, whether that's in pursuit of knowledge, education, experience, or intelligence. However, we also need to focus our understanding on our emotions and the emotions of others, and how the emotions influence our everyday lives. Emotions can hurt you, but they can help. But it all depends on how much you know and realize your emotions. Aristotle said, anyone can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, for the right degree, at the right time, or for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy. I'm excited to introduce you to a skill that can change the way you see yourself, the way you see the world around you, and the way you achieve your goals. I want to talk to you about emotional intelligence. And the dictionary defines emotional intelligence as the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. Emotional intelligence is something in each of us that is a bit intangible. It affects how we manage behavior, navigate social complexities, and make personal decisions that achieve positive results. Considering the range of emotions people express, it's no wonder they can get the better of us. We have so many words to describe these feelings that surface in life, yet all emotions derive from 5 core feelings, and they are happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and shame. As you move through your daily routine, you are subject to a constant stream of emotions. It is so easy to forget that we have an emotional reaction to almost everything that happens to us in our lives, whether you notice them or not. Typically, the more intense the emotion, the greater the likelihood they will dictate your actions. Matters of life or death, for example, like waking up to the sound of what sounds like someone's breaking into your house, are certainly to induce a temporary emotional hijacking, paralyzing you with fear. President Franklin Roosevelt said, people are prisoners of their own minds and have the power to become free at any time. When we're dealing with fight or flight response, our brains are hardwired to give emotions the upper hand. And as you can see by the next chart of the brain, information goes in through the spinal cord, but before it can reach the rational thinking, it has to go through the limbic system, which controls our emotions. Therefore, your first reaction to any event is always going to be an emotional one. You have no control over this part of the process. You do, I repeat, have control over the thoughts that follow an emotion. You have a great deal of say in how you react to an emotion as long as you're aware of it. So emotional intelligence is different from your intellect. There is no known connection between IQ and emotional intelligence, otherwise known as EQ. You simply can't predict emotional intelligence based on how smart someone is. Cognitive intelligence, or IQ, is not flexible. Your IQ is fixed at birth. However, your emotional intelligence can be developed even if you aren't born with it. So in order to be successful and fulfilled nowadays, you must learn to maximize your emotional intelligence skills. Emotional intelligence is so critical to success that it accounts for 58% of performance in all job types. People with high EQ make $29,000 more annually than their EQ counterparts. Do I have your attention now? How do you get here, you ask? Well, let me tell you. So there are 4 emotional intelligence skills. Personal competence is made up of self-awareness and self-management, which focus more on you individually than it does on your interactions with other people. It is your ability to stay aware of your emotions and manage your behavior and tendencies. It is recognizing your triggers so that you can respond more effectively when triggered, which I know we all have. Social competence is made up of social awareness and relationship management. It is your ability to understand other people's moods, behavior, and motives in order to improve the quality of your relationships. There is a lot more to the subject, so we will continue this conversation in the Emotional Intelligence Part 2 speech. But in conclusion, we are all emotional creatures, but don't let your emotions drive you. I challenge you today to improve your emotional intelligence skills by learning and understanding your emotions for both personal and professional growth. Thank you.